If it's Friday, you know it's time for the trend. My name is Anita Nderu, sitting in for Amina, who is just catching a tan in the coast, while the rest of us are over here freezing in Nairobi. How was your week? Let us know on hashtag TTTT, and we'll be jumping into some of the trending topics that took place this week with the most amazing panel. And these are some of the stories that made highlights this week. Hey, has the Wamlambez song gone overboard? This week, millennials were recorded singing and dancing to Wamlambez at a funeral.
He was buried on Saturday night as per the Luya customs in his full Kakamega County Youth Service uniform. But
a family in Kakamega was stripped of their dignity. Stick around to find out why.
They exhumed the body of
These guys were too drunk to literally stand trial. Ukweli, pombe, sio supu. As we say this story on a Friday. Do I still need to introduce you guys?
Yes.
Sana, just in case.
Starting from this side, please. You know,
all right.
so much affection.
So I hear the Cute Boy Association of Kenya has been disbanded.
No,
so this is the former CEO, co-founder, only member, and founder.
The association is still strong and intact. We are doing internal consultations so that we launch.
They've been swindling
the
funds after
CEO,
Kutukana watch your government all these years.
And Waiwa is our international relation manager.
So we have Eddie Butita, we have the beautiful Cindy Ogana looking absolutely pretty in pink, and we have YY. Why do you look like you're about to join the Museveni government?
Cute Boy IR, international relations.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, all right.
And Danny's doing somewhere else.
But
Steve Boy is doing
very well. But we've banned Ugandans. We'll be communicating the reason why.
You know, it's fine. It's fine. So this is what has been happening during the week. So of all the hey, that was not going to go well. Gather thyself. Of all the Wamlambez challenges Kenyans have done, here's one that is the most hard to, guys, tusaidiane hapa tafadhali, thank you, to place. Okay, so ametoa wapi maploti mpaka kwa matanga. I mean, okay, so this is what happened, in case you didn't see the clip.
Wow.
Kwanza,
you know what amuses me the most about this song is how anywhere in Kenya right
it's
now,
so danceable.
If you shout Wamlambez, you'll just hear guys saying Wamnyonyez.
It's risky kuimba kwa matanga.
Kwa nini?
Mtu anaweza jibu.
You're like this one last time. This one last
time. But it's not Wamlambez, it's Wamlambez.
I know Wamlambez.
Wamlambez.
Okay, ultimately the question here
what
is did you or did you not think it was inappropriate?
Okay.
And today I'll keep doing this until everyone sees my nails, but anyway.
Unajua, okay, ni matini tu, okay, ni makosa kwa matanga, but pia ma DJ waka watu kwa majaribu. Zawada tu DJ ndio aliguza alafu akaitoa. Unajua kuguza au itoa.
When you have a DJ at a funeral, what are you expecting?
I was a young guy, he was a party guy, and they were just trying to reflect his nature. And I'm also the kind of person, when my time comes, I wouldn't want my funeral to be, you know, all sad and good. Definitely not playing Wamlambez. But I'd like people to dance and just celebrate my life. So I don't see what's wrong.
Nobody can stop Matanga.
Lion, Zion, along the grave. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. Who has a problem with it? As Kenyans. The people, the family that is... When wazishi hawana shida.
Ni wasaocha wajui ni nini?
No,
wanajua walikuwa wanasema Wamlambez wa Mourners si gospel mpya tetli sana.
But DJ akona ngoma aje na ni washago?
Sasa si DJ wamekuja naye.
I've realized see when tuko nje ndo tuko na shida by the way. They don't have a problem.
So what some of the guys on Twitter were saying was the young people had no issue with it. It's the older generation who are at the funeral, the parents, the grandparents were trying to understand how people are twerking around the grave.
No, kitu wape kwa matanga sana sana. familia ikishamaliza
sawa expert expert mona
familia ikishamaliza waseocha wamalize unapatanga wale
Mourners Association
unaona wale maboys wale watu walikuwa na sasa marafiki wao msee nini wanakungana time yao sasa ya kukuja hapo ile mawisi za mwisho nini after kila kitu ishaisha so maybe unaweza pata ilikuwa hiyo time sasa ile ya ni aje hiyo time ya watu.
Anita, I have a confession. I honestly don't know who sang this song Wamlambez. I sing it but I don't know who the artist is.
Wamlambez.
Nani aliimba hiyo wimbo? I hear they like 10.
Ati nani ni wengi wanaitwa Sailors. It's a group of I think 5 or 6. Yeah. Currently hata wanadu Wamlambez tu.
Unajua? Are you serious?
Yeah.
As the 5 of them.
Yeah.
But you only hear like Wamnyonyez, the guy with the voice. That's the only one.
Miracle Baby you spin na
Miracle Baby. What's the bet next to
and then
next
whatever you
month,
do
next
can become
year?
Wamlambez. That's whatever kama ni vitu.
Sindio? Next year, that's Miracle Baby. Will be part of these MCSK guys who are getting 2,500.
Walipwe nini?
He will break out and do his own thing.
I know.
Because he's the one that
and then he'll be given, is it 25-30?
Walipwa 170.
170.
170 shillings.
150 na 20 ya kutoa.
Mahenithio.
They tried.
Afadhali yao.
Especially ndo wameingia MCSK na wamekuwa able.
Simple Boy anadaiwa.
Okay,
Simple Boy anadaiwa na MCSK.
Hiya, speaking of funerals, while we stay within this very somber mood, a Kakamega family was left in shock after county officials decided to forcibly exhume the body of a colleague to recover a service uniform. The basic reason would probably be uniform ya kanjo inaweza mkazia kuingia mbinguni, but no. Okay, wait, I've just seen what you guys have done there, but no. Listen to why they did it.
Saturday night as per the Luya customs in his full Kakamega County Youth Service uniform. But the family was shocked when administrators from the county showed up at the homestead and without a court order, they exhumed the body of Shikuku to retrieve the uniform despite opposition from his family.
But why? But why?
Had to be the guy with the most Luya name, Shikuku.
Plus the cuckoo involved.
You know, Butita is Shikuku.
Hakuna, no.
Aya, Eddie Shikuku Butita.
Edward Shikuku.
Kwanza he has those wallets. You know those wallets that guys have?
Oh my God! He's called Edwin Butita Shikuku.
For real.
So he's feeling at home.
Now, so basically whoever marries you is going to be called like Cindy Shikuku.
Yes,
Anita Shikuku.
I can't, please.
Please don't throw that, Anita.
This is one of those scenarios.
Or Anita Shiks.
This is one of those scenarios where you say, I'm going to stick to my father's name. I'm going to be called Anita Nderu till death do me part, because
it's a nice name.
Shikuku
celebration.
I mean, I love chicken, but I don't need it to Ati Shiks. Are you hearing? Yes, our director is just a fool.
Okay, on behalf of Luyas.
Anita Shiks.
On behalf of Luyas, let me address this issue. You see, kuna mila.
Sana.
Kuna mila. Wewe huwezi jua. Wewe kuzika mtu pia uniform na kanjo tena. Ni makosa.
Unaweza mbinguni
unajua hapana shida na kwa mnaanza kuklaviwa kwa ndoto. Unapata tu unajua you know in Western.
Na mtu anapokuwa klaviwa.
Okay, there is a belief in Western that mnaweza zika mtu kama labda amefunga suti tight anze kuwasumba mumfungu. Atina mnyonga. So unaona mnaweza zika mtu na uniform ya kanjo hamtakuwa na amani. Jana nilienda kutupa takataka usiku saa 5. Nikapata marehemu ameningocha hapo na fine.
Na vile kila mtu kwa na story yake ya marehemu. Ndio nimeenda pale marehemu alikuwa ananiongelesha, alikuwa anacheka. Nimemuona kicheka na anatoa jasho.
Wale walio anakuanga na story hizo. Story hazina maana.
Nimekaa hivi naona yellow.
Story zangu zinakuanga tu za marehemu na.
Unaona Friday marehemu alikuwa amekasirika sana.
Amekasirika. Usiona watu wakitoka hivi mpio, walikuwa wanauza pale chini au maoka waliruti vitu.
Acha chiuliza kwa nini watu hawakushipa. Unashangaa kwa nini watu hawakushipa?
Hizi mpio za kuuza maoka waliona marehemu.
Marehemu na chakula ndio inakuanga stories za walio. Hakuna stories zingine like development.
In fact Western nasikianga budget ya matanga ni kama 300,000. Funeral yote expense ni kitu 35,000. The rest ni chakula wa chini.
Lakini tukua honest, Waluya pia mnasukuma sana. Ulipe watu 3,000 watoe maiti Watoe maiti mtoe nguo ya 1200.
Imagine.
No.
Unajua
Not
mila.
even the entire
Nguo ya
outfit.
1200.
It was
Unajua
the
live
sash,
3K.
that's all they want.
Mila,
That
marehemu
one and the
amekataa.
cap. That
Unajua
was
marehemu
it.
akikataa.
Surely, why?
Unaacha nikushow kitu
You-
moja
why do you want to
makosa.
remove
Unajua
clothes
makosa
off a dead
ambayo
body?
unajua hizi vitu pia kuacha mila. Unajua
Haya.
mila zingine. Kuna jamaa alikuwa carpenter akazikwa na nyundo. Sasa watu usiku.
Ebu wrap up this story, please.
Mnasikia makabati zinajengwa sana. Mshamepigwa na nyundo. Umemkana kalama. Sasa siku ile alikumbuka alikuwa ni na msumeno pale ndani.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hashtag is TeamTTT. We're going on a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Probably one of the most talked about topics also. Welcome back to The Trend. This is hashtag TTTT. My name is Anita Nderu. And probably one of the topics that have been talked about the entire week has got to be MCSK. So this is what happened. Basically, people received M-Pesa messages that they were very unhappy with, and quite frankly, I thought was total BS. Anyway, Kenyan musicians have come out guns blazing following a payout by the Music Copyright Society of Kenya Royalty that saw some of the biggest names in the industry, as in these guys have had hits back to back to back, which have played the whole year, scooping 2,500 shillings. Na 30 bob ya kutoa. Hizo ni pesa ama ni likes? The people who got more likes than the amount of money that they received. Now, yeah, ulipata ngapi wewe? 170.
You know one thing with the music society of Kenya is that
Nice one.
okay, mimi ngoma yangu bado hata hajatosha kulipwa. But I think kuna 7 bob fulani kana ningoja.
Kana kungoja mali.
Sana.
Hiyo inatolewa kweli. Ya kutoa ni mingi kushinda pesa yako.
Waja kitu fani ati wasa wanalipwa domob na YouTube kushinda
MCSK.
Yes. Lakini sijui shida ni hiyo kumonitor muziki ama nini, because they say they have a machine yenye inajua wimbo wako imechezwaje kwa radio.
So they're trying to say that almost 3/4 of the artists, their songs have been played an equal amount.
That's what they're saying.
Sasa kama
That's basically what they're trying to say, which is total nonsense.
The thing is, artists who have not released hits in 5-6 years also got the same
2,500
amount of royalties
Yeah.
as artists who right now I know they are called sailors, hit after hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a computer glitch where they just said copy paste, then they went straight to the database. They talk about mismanagement, where they just wanted to give a certain amount of money so that allegations that, the board also wanted to retain a certain amount of cash. There's also talk of maybe it is better if MCSK was restructured in a way that artists had direct control of their money and it's not given to a board, because it's very unfair. If you own even a salon, a taxi, and you play music from the radio, you have to pay them a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Cyber cafes, and for you to do, to invest in music, the outfits, the videos, the tours,
The
studio time, and get 2,500. They write there at plus withdrawal free. Like you should be appreciated. I think it's a slap in the face. I'll be very interested to see how, Anto and the guys discuss at 10 p.m. But a lot of artists are very disgruntled, and it's very unfair. It's a
And it's
slap
not
on
the first
face.
time.
Right.
This is something that has been happening over and over and over and over again, and it's reached a point where now the question remains, what are we supposed to do in order to stop creating a situation which is so toxic? Because like Calligraph said, you know what, stop collecting my royalties. In fact, I am not charging anyone to play my music. I would rather they play my music and I perform and I make my money anywhere else. Let it be pirated, because this is actual theft.
Let me ask you a question. For example, like, these business places and clubs, they do pay.
They pay.
This thing, this organization is a scam from the word go, because how do you prove that Calligraph was played thrice at a specific club?
Right.
How do you
what
prove?
mean, yeah.
I get what
We
you
are paying
mean.
you, you're going to give a Calligraph. How are you going to prove that I played King Kaka twice, I played...
I think it's a blanket fee, but I see
they
what
can-
you
they
mean.
can
Like, how
monitor.
does that...
Yeah, they can monitor for radio,
Right.
radio airplay, but the rest is the amount that has not been accounted for ever since. I think they don't have a structure kabisa na it's
guesswork.
mismanagement. It's guesswork.
Yeah.
Inafika point Butisha atakuwa anaingia kwa klabu akisikia ngoma yake ana record.
Anatuma mimi najichukulia
I've been
dharau.
played.
Nimesikia mmenicheza nitumieni. Sasa unaona kama clubs zinalipa, kinyozi zinalipa, even cabs.
Cabs
Yes,
pay.
They do pay. So everywhere you play
Matatu.
music, unalipa.
M3.
But this is what,
So there's a lot
what
of
I want
money.
to understand. So the cab pays, okay, so the cab plays the music that's playing on a radio station,
Yeah.
Right.
and then the cab also pays whatever the
Yeah,
is playing
because
on the
it's a
radio
PSC,
station,
yeah.
but the
Yes.
radio station has also paid.
Has also paid
And somehow it
royalties.
still all comes to 25, 30.
25 there.
Because
25
I
na
think,
30 bob ya kutoa.
I think the only people that should be paid peanuts ni wanamuziki wa reggae.
Why?
Wachane nayo.
Wow. Wow. Why no, why?
What
Why?
ukiangalia,
Yeah.
if you look at other countries, there are some countries that musicians are rich
Yes.
because of royalties.
Yes.
Where you have one hit song and it changes
Yes,
your
there's
life
artists who to
completely.
this day have released one song and
Yeah.
they
Just
retired.
one,
Because
Yeah.
it's expensive. I've done a music video last month, I can tell you.
Oh, Lord.
It's
very
expensive.
Yani,
It's
I
expensive.
could get finding
Yeah.
a way
And
to
the
Do you know
fix
Buddha
musicians-
that.
spent? Do you know it's a very expensive. Buddha spent around, was it 15,000?
Likes, 15,000 likes.
No, 15,000 hata hiyo ilikuwa ni pesa ya maji tu hapo hiyo siku. Because you studio quality audio
Yes.
is not less than 50,000.
Yes.
Quality.
Yes.
It's even more, it depends with the producer.
Yes.
Yes.
Video, quality video, not less than 200,000. Not less than 200,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the minimum you can do to get a song that can be played
And then
anywhere.
go and
Yes.
beg
Yeah.
radio stations to play your music.
Okay, answer.
Okay, just-
Skuma marketing.
Yes.
Marketing. That's why sometimes wakavi najuliza wasee waimbi. Nyashinski yaimbi kumbe ndo America. Unajua ina depend, unacheki. Ni expert. So
But then did Nyashinski say how much he received?
Probably the same 25, 30.
Nyasha hata sidhani kama ni member hapo. So this is to the government. If we have any relevant bodies that can
Yeah.
help artists, wachana na MCSK, wachana na bodies or ministry,
Yeah.
help these people.
Yeah.
I
They are
think
suffering.
artists also should,
Yeah.
yes, they took to social media to air their frustrations, but they should come together as a united front and lobby for change. If everybody goes like, nimejam, but they do it in the old private corners, then they're going to do this again
But you
next
see,
year, and more money is going to be embezzled. They
been-
should come together, even take them to court.
But you see,
Yeah.
like MCSK, they're changing MCSK every now and then.
Yeah, the
reconstituting
management
the
always
team,
changes,
bringing
yeah.
a new team, but the results are still the same.
Fair
So where is the problem?
Meanwhile, MCSK aside, there's other people having very major issues with their managers. Fresh twists continue to emerge following the interview where young acrobat Wendy Waeni, where this mama has trended on Twitter from Monday to Monday, exposed her former manager Joe Mwangi in response to the allegations leveled against him. Mwangi went on TV with counter accusations against the teenager, and they were very damning. And the situation just turned from ugly to complicated. So everyone had something to say about what took place on Twitter,
Right.
on Chipukizi's show, and on the Citizen interview with Jeff Koinange.
Right.
Please, the floor is yours, Butita.
Nitaongea
It's a tough
mwisho.
one.
Yes,
it's a really, really tough
kuona.
one.
Unajua Butita, it's okay.
No,
It's
no,
all
No,
right.
niliona
tough 'cause you're
but
dealing with a minor.
mimi nimekuwa naenda through nini, hata niliona wewe ameka thread fulani about that story. That's why nimesema acha niongee, wacha hata nimsikie. Umeona
Tell
ameka
us about
thread.
your thread, right?
All right. There are three versions of this story. First of all, it's a story that was a story by Wendy, the
Right.
very first story, that she has never received a penny.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next day, we used to receive little amounts each and every time. Okay. First of all, even before I continue, there is a change of statement. There is a motive already. It means this story has something deeper than what meets the eye. Okay. Joe on the other side. Joe on the other side has a story. Okay, but he didn't get an opportunity to speak because everyone was on his neck based on what we have heard. You know, Kenyans tunapenda monopoly. We don't like whatever comes second. Whatever we've had ya kwanza, that's what we run with. That is why hata our communication networks mwenye anaingia kwa nini wa kwanza ata reign forever.
Yeah.
Now this
Wow.
is it. This is it. If that is what he actually did, an action is supposed to be taken.
Yeah.
That is on a very serious note.
Right.
But there's something that Joe said, that she has been with this lady Juicy on Sunday, mpaka Tuesday.
Mpaka Tuesday.
Yes. And then the next day anaona hii story imetoka. It means if that is true, it might not be true, but if that is true,
Why were
then
they
it means
still-
there was something that happened that night it's either kulikuwa na so many things from other sources, wakamwambia do this. And I think there's a motive. And believe me, and you can take this to the bank. There is one more bullet. There is one more bullet that might come. Something more might come.
What do you think of the screenshots that he uploaded?
Yes, that one.
First of all, for
this
me,
is a unide mtoto mdogo. I think that upper in the buy.
Exposing a young vulnerable girl
Yes.
who's a teenager, her hormones are all over the place. It's an invasion of privacy. I don't think it was mature of him to do that to a young girl, somebody he allegedly loved and took care of as his own through their management relationship. I think that was really low.
Then again, you can't prove if the screenshots are legit or not for both ends. Anything that have been said about Wendy,
the story
about
is
Joe.
it's murky.
Both screenshots.
It's so murky.
Because even the screenshots that were trying to damage Joe, nilichukua zingine nikaunganisha.
But why did
from the same
say?
phone, but in 3 minutes the battery has moved from 29% to 50.
But we've also had
But
cases of.
people, they are fast charging.
We've also had cases of.
No.
We've also had
First
cases.
Yeah.
We've also had cases of unapata Joe alitukana na mtu online. Kuna time account ya Wendy ilikuwa ina trade insults na watu. Jalango pia, Wendy anambia Jalango, wewe ni mkora. Siku moja Twitter pia unaona kitukana wakina Philippe Tale. So vitu kaa hizo mbona ziongelewi ile kuprove tuseme kama Joe ni mzuri ama ni mbaya. According to me naona both sides kunaweza kuwa na issue. Pande ya Joe anaweza kwa pia alikuwa na ana mishandle talent. Na pande pia wazazi kuna information labda watupatie, unaona. Maybe mama na Joe alikosana. Now the kid is being found,
but ultimately some of the stories that came out with she was in countries and you didn't know about it. I'll agree with Chipo on one thing. When you're somebody's manager and you have no idea where your talent is, then and you're unable to completely control your talent, and then to the point where your talent is bullying their mother, there's just something wrong somewhere that needs to be addressed.
But you see,
in any situation, there's one side of the story, the other side of the story, and then the truth. Very rarely will we get to see what that middle ground is.
But I feel sad for the kid. She's in the middle of something she does not understand.
She's vulnerable. At the end of the day, we just
need to
remember she's a child.
Hajafika 18. Akona talent. Stories iko left, right and center. Media ndio hiyo.
This is how I'd conclude. That for such things not to happen, the government should first start by sorting MCSK.
You know
that
what?
Is the truth. Yes.
And on that
Can you
note,
imagine this is just one lady?
One
talent. And how many talents are suffering? Yes.
How many
talents are suffering? But we are focusing on one talent. Imagine.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. You know what, guys? We're gonna go on a break. The hashtag is TTTT at the trend live. We're gonna go get the highlights now, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the trend. The hashtag is TTTT. Where? I've left Shinos 11 remote saying that. Meanwhile, yesterday, this bizarre incident took place outside the Kibera Law Courts, right? So these 6 suspects were too drunk to stand trial. Note, they were to be tried over illicit brews, and then they arrived as evidence. I mean, sincerely, as in they showed up blacked out, you guys. Kabisa blacked out.
I don't understand why guys who are drunk are taken to court, to be honest. I just feel it's not the right place. Somebody is drunk, you throw them in jail. I don't get it.
Bars.
That was such a high court.
Yeah. You know?
But you know, wow, atikonki liquidi. As in, you know what's so fantastic? What's so amusing is you're being tried for illicit brews.
Right, and
then you arrive and you're like, this is exactly how it makes me feel. In case you're wondering what the effects are, this is how it makes me feel.
They should be taken to rehab. Don't take them to court and then...
Kesi ya pombe lazima muifanye hivyo haraka haraka. Unajua kufanya na mtu ako sober ati alikuwa amelewa.
Imagine.
But I think there's this thing people say that when you're drunk, you become very honest and you say the truth.
Or maybe that's what they were hoping for.
They will say,
right.
Whatever you're going to say is the truth and nothing but the truth. So they wanted to be truthful.
But you know, there's some people who now, when they're malites, is when wongo.com say what
those guys for deals. Never.
Let me tell you, those guys will sell you the clothes on your, as in they will lie to you mpaka you're like, by the way. And then when they're sober, it's just
what if I say, yeah, tu ni sinema. Hapo amelewa hivyo lakini sasa julikoti. Hatuwezi ongea.
No, you know, by the way, I was
3
watching it
days,
yesterday, and that was a comment made that like, no, these guys are playing to the gallery so they cannot be sentenced. But enyewe hawa tu ni matei. Wako matei kabisa. There's a way mtu anakwanga matei, your hands are sprawled all over the place, you just know this one.
Lakini Kenya, yani polisi waliokotaa watu walibayana. Wakawabeba mpaka.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
No,
there are better things
apparently
to do.
they arrived.
Walijileta.
Yeah,
Like that,
they were
Chakari, and you're still reasoning.
Yes,
As
as in they were
there's
like,
still
you know
logic.
what? No, at least we know that they were like, you know what, you guys, even though tumelewa, we still have to show up in court.
Yeah.
They figured there, they were like, anyway, this ground is nice and warm. Let's first rest and go and wait for court.
So you know there's always that energy you get before you pass out.
The last kicks of a
The
dime
last
horse.
kiss like, yeah.
Alafu wezi kwa alijileta.
Yeah.
Wezi kwa alijileta because changa kwanza ili si kitu ka changa.
Tell us, experts.
Changa
From your lawyer point of view, inakwanga pia story ya
changa
walio.
haiwezi kupatia
Kwani busaa
time
inatokanga
ya
wapi?
kulewa. Unajua
Busaa hiyo?
ati mtu
Kwani
kunywa ati anaenda kilewa. Changa ni uko soba. Why usemanga ati percentage inakuwa
Why? You think like you're being dragged into the story?
Whiskey is 40%.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Changa is
100.
is the alcohol.
Ni alcohol.
But let me give you a story about ya Butita. Butita uchukua advantage sana mtu akilewa kwa deni yake. Sasa ngai Butita alikuwa na deni yake. Huyo jamaa akalewa the next hiyo usiku. The next jamaa akamkujia pesa Butita akamwambia, "Bana nilikupia kama umelewa."
Hivi kweli umelewa? Utoka umelewa. Take your advantage. Kwa hapa landlord. Mkubwa jana zilikuwa zimeshika. Na kupatia miezi mbili na hata loni. Mkubwa.
Lakini ulifika nayo.
Ulifika nayo.
Very nice. I need to find out who my landlord is.
Yeah,
I need to try that
Hapo
one.
ulifika na
That's a really
50 na
good
hiyo ndio
idea.
nilipea. Hapo ulifika na 50.
That's a really good idea.
All right, cool. Meanwhile, speaking of the club, lakini hii sio ile ya nini, what is it called? Hii sio ya changa. So there was a picture that did rounds of a particular DJ's birthday party, and they were all in the club, and everybody was, you know, having the time of their life and whatnot. And then a picture surfaced. You know how these days there's this new culture of mwagaing shots in someone's mouth.
Yeah.
So while this particular DJ was mwagaing shots in somebody's mouth, his name is DJ Mo Spice, he's a reggae DJ. A picture surfaced of him where you could see a gun had been tucked into his
trouser,
mouth.
yeah.
First of all, kudos to you. I don't know how you men do that. I cannot risk putting something that can blow my genitals off
I know.
anywhere near
What
my
happens
body.
if
A gun next to a
happens?
bullet.
Yes.
Unajua bunduki mbili zinaelewana.
Yes, but anyway, so he has since been arrested for displaying the weapon. So what's your take on that? The second I saw that, the only thing I was thinking was, what if you forgot to, I don't know, maybe it was not on safety, and then what, I just, no.
Kwani how dangerous are reggae gigs?
Yeah, no,
To go armed.
You know what happens? This
tell
they
us.
always
No,
say-
Cindy,
They
you
always
tell
say-
us.
No,
Because nobody
I
can
don't
stop
go for
reggae.
You know, they always say, tonight we are coming to kill the party.
Tunakamkua mada.
Tunakamkua mada.
Sasa hiyo unajua anaweza kuwa anamaanisha hivyo.
Most fans killed it.
But unajua I think
This is so corny.
I think reason ileta shida ni pengine hizo rules za bunduki. Juu tukienda interview ya bunduki, when you want to be a gun owner, kuna tunaambiwanga
Tumkienda.
Ya tulikuwa na wewe by the way.
These are middle class problems.
Sushika hapa nyuma.
Can we learn how to invest?
Are you
Here you're
hearing?
busy going
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the fire
Anita.
range.
Hujabeba
You go
yako?
for a reggae concert and then the
Hapana,
guns are shooting against you,
squad-
ask for bongo.
Pangwa ni interview ngwanda kudu job huko.
Nataka bongo. Bomba
Kwenda huko.
clap.
Butita alianguka pale alisema your bank account has to have 8 million.
Nilikuwa nataka. Niliambia tunafaa kuwa na
What do you want to protect?
nafaa kuwa na safe 8 million. Nafaa kuwa mdosi.
Yeah, you can't be broke and own a gun.
Unachunga
That means
nini?
you're a thief.
Kwambia okay, unachunga nini? Tie ni
Kuwa
wezi wa
maheta.
simu.
Kuwa
Wezi wa simu. Hauna mawe karibu. Unaona? But kuna tu possibility
Guns
inaweza
are for
kuwa
rich people when we're talking about
But-
rich hundreds of millions. Your house or walls
That's
are
why-
white.
that's why I
Si
got it.
mamawe zimetokeleza
I just-
hapo.
That's why I
Bado
was given.
unangoja
Wait,
basic kumaliza
ndio
yao.
ukisota usifikirie kufanya kitu mbaya nayo.
Eh.
But kuna tu possibility anaweza kuwa hiyo kitu vile alinua hivi pengine ni bahati mbaya au inaweza kuwa juu brother yake ndiye alipost hiyo
Because hapo ndio inafaa iwekwe.
Inaweza kuwa ni nini?
No, maybe
Publicity.
I thought it was by
Cinema.
mistake,
It was by
and
mistake.
then, but I mean, whoever posted it, considering they think it was the brother, then crop the picture
Yeah.
where it doesn't show it, because I mean,
Wanapiga sinema.
it looked like.
But
But what,
since leo
really?
picha Anita sitawaipeleka simu kuchajiwa na DJ. Ati uko na
Kuchajiwa?
cable.
Uko na charger hapo ndogo. Ni sawa.
Nani yako wapi? Aliendea charger hata tujamuona wiki mbili.
Hi, speaking of guys who ask for bongo during reggae concerts because they can otherwise play them on YouTube. So now, a law that's very close to being passed in Kenya is Netflix and YouTube are going to be taxed.
Hiyo why atakuwa affected wanatumianga trial.
I don't understand why we're talking about this topic. If this is about the budget deficit, there's other ways of making money. Like, I don't know, not increasing MPs' allowances.
I don't know, corruption, probably.
Maybe now they
But
never...
if there's a deficit because money has been stolen,
Okay,
don't go looking at small, tiny places to do chickens when they come into Nairobi, they're taxed.
25 shillings.
Some nonsense.
But me, they will never make money from me.
What?
Ile trial ya free na nachapanga.
Anafungonga new email address.
2,300 email addresses.
Are you serious?
And then unafungua account, unapewa ATM. Unafungua account, unapewa ATM, hiyo ndo unatumianga.
Kwa hivyo hizo account zako mimi hutumia ni za trial.
Zote.
Kwa hiyo Nairobi yote tunatumia trial.
Then you have a reminder to tell you that your account is about to expire. You close it, you open another one.
Mimi nadhani when it comes to taxing vitu zingine the issue of taxing, kulipa ushuru by then ni responsibility ya watu.
Ilikuwa kujitegemea.
I think shida tu hii tax itakuwa inatumikaje. Watu washa.
This is my thing. It makes no difference if we go out of our way every single month to gather all this tax and then majority of it is stolen and taken to where, and then now we keep finding little itty bitty things, you know, to tax, and it just makes absolutely no sense to me.
Like but a suggestion that I'll have hizo vitu za online, hizo YouTube nini. Hiyo tax
holiday.
Hiyo tax kama gava inaweza kuwa tunatumia hiyo do basi kubeta hiyo creative industry.
And there's something
why?
There's something I've always said. Faster. There's something I've always said. Hakuna siku news inakujanga tia.
Why?
Something nice has come for the people.
Why?
The government has decided from today wa Kenya hivi.
#ni weka huko. Now the show is a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. You can keep the conversation going on #TTT. Antonio Soul is going to be on at 10 p.m. They're going to be MCSK, you know, people who've been affected by MCSK, the musicians and them. It's going to be a fantastic show. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, YY. Thank you for watching. Let's go. It's time for...